Good evening, everyone. To quote, uh, the pilot from Independence Day, "Hello, boys. I'm back." So, after 8 months, I'm finally back from South Korea. Go lay down, puppy dog. So, I got a bunch of stuff to show you guys. I never stopped buying new books. I always bought books from my comic shop and had them sent to the house. So I never stopped collecting books. But I got a few cool Spider-Man stuff to show you guys. So, like this little action figure thing that I got from a Marvel's collectors store in Seoul. Um, it kind of reminds me of a Marvel Legends figure here. Hey, Warlord, how's it going? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So, like I said, it was a Marvel's collector. Store was called Marvel Collections. And it's just all Marvel stuff. It had a giant Iron Man Hulkbuster thing. It had a couple life-size statues. It was really cool. You know, I wanted to get something from there, so I got some Spider-Man thing to add to my collection. My wife got me a few things as welcome home gifts. I got this thing for right now. And I'll get right to the books. So a little one of those little block calendar things, which is kind of fun to have. So I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna take it to the office where I do my work or if I'm gonna keep it here to have. But anyway, I hope you guys can hear me really well. I can't find right now the plug-in for my wireless headset here, so hopefully it's really good. All right. Before I dive into the old weekly comic books, I'm gonna show you guys what I got. I stopped by like the day after I got back. I stopped by my comic book store just to buy the books in person. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I stopped by for pick up my new books from like a couple weeks beforehand that built up. And then my wife would go in on Wednesdays to buy my books, some books for me there. I kept a small haul subscription box from at my LCS so that way just to keep supporting them. And while I was there, I looked through new collections that he had recently purchased, and I found some very cool 1970s Wonder Woman comic books. And I picked up 3 of them. And I always wanted these. I always wanted these kind of covers of Wonder Woman just because I thought they're always cool. But I got Wonder Woman or the Wonder Woman number 188 bondage cover. Pretty cool. That one's pretty cool. I got Wonder Woman number 196. Another cool bondage Wonder Woman cover. This one looks a little, I think, a little more so. Here, I can't remember. I can't remember if this is the time period where she has no powers. I know she was depowered for 4 years, I believe, during her run. But really cool. And I got these for cheaper than I thought I would, honestly. And the last book I got was honestly, I feel for bondage covers for Wonder Woman, I think that this is the more well-known or most well-known. Wonder Woman issue number 200. Very good, very clean, beautiful cover, slight chipping and stuff like this right here in this upper corner here. Otherwise, the spine looks pretty good. I mean, this thing, if I had to grade this thing, I would give it a solid 6 at least, honestly. Hey, Steven Spock, welcome. Thank you very much for the welcome back. It's really nice to be finally back home. I couldn't find any comic books over there. I mean, not that I could have bought very many because I had to ship everything back home, but I couldn't find anything comic book really related as far as books were concerned in Korea. The closest thing I could find to anything that I liked in South Korea was a few places where I found Korean Pokemon cards. So I ended up having Pokemon cards here and there while I was over there, but otherwise, everything comic books I had to buy, and on my comic shop or eBay and send to the house here to wait for me to get home. All right. Now that we have the coolest books, you guys can go ahead and ditch me while I go through my new comic book haul day books from the last 8 months. We'll start off with the most recent books that I picked up just yesterday or a couple days ago from real recent, most recent. Amazing Spider-Man number 21. Spider-Man is back on Earth here after being lost in space. ASM Annual number 1. I'm just happy to see you picking up some books. I picked up some good ones myself. Awesome. What did you get, if you don't mind me asking? Like I said, I don't normally pick up non-Marvel books, so things like that, or Wonder Woman stuff is like just keys and things like that. Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 42. Ultimate Endgame number 2. And the last of the newest are at Savage Dragon 278. I'm really enjoying 1776. This is a variant cover number 3. I went with this one for Spider-Gwen Upside Down, Thomas Jefferson with Declaration of Independence. At least I'm pretty positive. Yeah, that's the Declaration. And I'm pretty sure I already have a facsimile of a kind, but I picked up Fantastic Four 52 first Black Panther facsimile because I love these facsimiles. Just some keys, a couple more issues of Batman Beyond. Very good. Oh, Warlord. Very quick question for you. Colorado Springs Comic Con, where I live, in August, they have actors from Boy Meets World coming. Well, I say Boy Meets World because Terry McGinnis, voiced by Will Friedle, who also does the voice of Batman Beyond in the TV series. What is your opinion? Should I just get his autograph? Should I have him? Should I have him like sign my? Should I crack my 9.8 CBCS and have him sign that first issue that first single issue, or do I have him sign a lower grade? Like lower grade issue of that same first, volume 1, issue 1. Batman Beyond comic book that's low grade, that I don't have to worry about potentially dropping from that 9.8, but I can still have the guy who voiced the character sign the book. What would you do? So first color prints of Hellboy, that's cool for other books you're talking about. Really cool. But what would you do for the actor who voiced Terry McGinnis and all that? What would you have him sign, or would you have him sign anything since he did the animated show, but he wasn't a writer or artist for the comic books? I know people have different opinions on that. All right. Well, because I am a big Spider-Man guy, we are starting with the plethora of Spider-Man titles. Kenneth Bird, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming. All right. We're going to start off with an upgrade to my ASM collection. Amazing Spider-Man number 133. I forget how bad the condition was for this for my other one, but this was a cleaner, better issue. I would keep the high grade and try to find a high grade raw on him. You do have a point. If I find a high enough grade, because the thing about these the one is I found I have it as a 9.8 of the Six Flags variant, or one of the two print runs of it. So I'm not sure if I do have it or not. More variants of the same issue. I don't know. Maybe I can have him sign something else that's related to the first appearance of Batman Beyond in the continuity universe. But I definitely have the voice actor sign the Flip Batman Beyond book. But definitely have the voice actor sign Flip. either I'm misreading, understanding you the sign flip, or I'm just not quite getting it. But message me if I'm not understanding you on Instagram. So that was an upgrade of my collection for ASM 133. I got a second printing, ASM number 3 of the most current volume. I loved this. I love this one. That scene there, and I had to get the upgrade, or not the upgrade, but I had to get that scene there. Giant size, Amazing Spider-Man, giant size, issue number 1. So, my phone makes me do typos all the time. Oh, I understand that. I swear I used to have no problem with spelling errors on my phone. You know, when the screen was smaller. Now suddenly with my phone bigger and more area to type, whatever. Now I can't see to type accurately to save my life. Yeah, sometimes you hate to take the phone too. It just happens. Cool. Well, I appreciate your opinion. So it's one of those things I've been contemplating in my head here, going like, man, he played Ron Stoppable and Kim Possible. He played Terry McGinnis, my favorite Batman. And he did Boy Meets World, aspects of my childhood all around. So it's like I gotta have him do something. You know what I mean? ASM number 5. Number 6. This is the first cameo appearance of Hellgate. There's just so many books here. Number 7, first appearance of Hellgate. And you'll see a lot of duplicates, or not duplicates, but variants, because I had to pick up these covers that were done by Lee Bermejo. That's what I think his name is. These beautiful covers. So his cover variant, I think this is the first one that he did. Number 8. If you see a sticker like this on top of the book, that means it has a letter to the Marvel, letter to the Spider Office published by me in the book. Yeah, definitely. I do think it would be. That's the reason why I considered it instead of just doing a picture. I mean, because over here, we have pictures of my wife having met, the Weasley twins from Harry Potter, Spike from Buffy, Bobby, and what's his name? Not Dean, but his brother Sam from Supernatural. My wife's met a lot of actors at these cons, and she loves that. I'm hoping to get Mark Hamill. It would be very cool, honestly, but would I rather have him sign? Would I rather have Mark Hamill autograph on a Joker, a Batman book, Batman Beyond book, where he's a Joker, or would I rather have him sign an ASM book where there's Hobgoblin on the cover? I think I would lean towards Hobgoblin more than Batman, just because of that. I think I love him more as the Hobgoblin from the animated series, based on it. And speaking of that, I'll show those books later. Number 9. We're going to be around forever at this point. So I missed the part here. I got 2 copies of the J. Scott Campbell Mary Jane. Just couldn't have just one. Number 10. I love the newspaper look on here, as well as this one here. Very cool cover. Another Can't Say No to a J. Scott Campbell. Amazing Spider-Man number 11, Legacy 975. I really hope when they get down to the final 10, they ditch this and do what they did that 800, where they start going 990, 991, 992, 1,000. I'm a person that I don't like I think the legacy number should be smaller, like underneath in that regard. But if you're going to have this, you need to always have the legacy underneath. You need to always have the legacy numbers, because I like seeing the high number. That shows to me how important Spider-Man is, that he's been around that long. Too gorgeous not to get for number 11. Lee Bermejo. Just really, really cool. Had to get it. Had to get those here. I am hurt to find any grade of Batman Beyond with a signature. Yeah. It would be at this point, seem like almost impossible at times. We'll wish you the best of luck. It's definitely not something you're going to easily find, that's for sure. Fourth book on that one. Number 12. The variant. I need to just figure out a better place to put these things. So seriously. Number 13. American 13. More J. Scott Campbell, number 14. One of the best moments of Spider-Man, him lifting the rubble. $15. With the Mary Jane. Face of the Tiger, you hit the jackpot. I do not know. Mary Jane's normally beautiful and you can't mess her up, but she looks a little too haughty, up on herself kind of thing. I mean, she almost looks like her face was too angular and pointy, like she was almost sick or addicted. Something. These next two I couldn't say no to. They're very cool. These are USA 250th anniversary of homage variants, for the United States turning 250 years old this year. This is a ASM calendar variant or whatever. I'm not sure how, because it has the way it looks on the calendar. I like Spider-Man and his red and blues, classic kind of comic book look and all that. Spider-Man swinging over. I think this is like around the Yorktown. It kind of looks like Yorktown kind of a thing. I don't know. You got just really cool thing. Spider-Man swinging a cannonball from a ship. Very cool. And then you got the version here from he's wearing a suit from there. This one's a little more realistic, non-comic book kind of thing versus, I mean, you could tell the patterns, they just look like one was made by a little more detailed, I guess. Just a little more detailed in the explosion and realistic in that regard. They're just two very cool books if you love history like I do. Made the Spider-Man number 16. Its variant. $17. Spider-Man creeping in its variant. $18. Gwen Stacy. Could swear. Thought my son was home from school. Guess not. Number 19. I like the helmet look here. It reminds me of a Spartan helmet, even though I know it's not. It's Hellgate's apparent helmet. I don't know why I couldn't say no to this Mary Jane cover. I guess it reminded me of her first cover appearance. And so I bought it. And a cool Punisher cover. All right. We're almost at the end of the Spider-Man related books, at least for this box. Because I basically filled up a short box and a half. Issue 20. 20. Nothing can stop the Juggernaut storyline. I do not know where this book. I guess I had already. This book came with the other books that I bought. I just must have put it away by now. Because this is ASM 21 Craven kind of cover. I'm not going to pull out of the bag, but we got the Marvel swimsuit special. You know, I bought this wraparound cover. Marvel Winter Break special. More swimsuit. Looking good. Sexy covers. Spider-Man Holiday Spectacular, number 1-shot. Out of the Marvel swimsuit special, J. Scott Campbell did 4 covers. I bought only the Mary Jane from his website. Signed here with a certificate of authenticity. Love it. I had a picture of this on my phone for my background, and my boss at work said it wasn't work appropriate and made me change it. So didn't get in trouble, but a work appropriate picture, which I don't know why I didn't. Looks like my son is home now. Yeah, I hear my truck. So I love the fact that we finally get a what happened after the series ended, but Spider-Man 94, excuse me, number 1. I believe this one's a 1 in 25 cover. Couldn't say no to it. Couldn't say no to this cover. Really, really cool. And I picked up 2 of these blank covers. One of which I'm going to draw Spider-Man on a picture of Spider-Man on. The other one I'm going to have some artist somewhere at some con, whatever, do a 90s Spider-Man from the style cover. Got issue number 2 from Spider-Man 94. How's school, Xander?
It's all right. How about you? How's work?
Work was work. Issue number 3. I'm live right now. Issue number 4. No, you're fine. I'll talk to you more afterwards here.
Well, I'm just grabbing a couple things and heading back out.
Well, like I said, I'll talk to you more afterwards.
Have a good one.
You too. Issue number 5. Really, really cool. I really enjoyed. I can't remember if I read this one or not. Anyway, those are cool books. I mean, I didn't imagine the storyline going that way, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. So, I haven't read it yet, but I look forward to Amazing Spider-Man Torn, issue number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4. Look forward to reading that one here too. I think there's some more Spider-Man stuff, but I grabbed the Golden Age reprint facsimile of Batman number 1. I think it's gold. I think it's, you know, authentic down to its size. It's awkward nonetheless to put it anywhere. So books like that end up being in side pockets of my binders. All right. More Spider-Man here. If you bear with me, I apologize if you're bored of Spider-Man, but you knew what you were getting into getting onto my channel. Spider-Man versus the Sinister 16 variant of the one-shot, because I don't think there's any more. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 34. A very cool number 35. I love the ancient Greek aspect of it. It's very cool. Oh, this is the first full appearance of Power Lift, number 34, issue number 34. It's Miles Morales Spider-Man number 36, first cameo appearance of Inari and White Cat. J. Scott Campbell doing a very good issue number 36. Don't know where. Oh, there it is. Out of order. Number 37. Love you too. See you later. 38. Drive safe.
Yes, sir.
39. 40. And 41. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, ASM, Ultimate, the Spider-Man 94. All those were titles that I bought on Amazon digital copies and read on Audible. So I read half the books I bought normally, basically twice again, because I wanted to read them on digital. So I didn't have to wait a year to catch up on books. But others I didn't. But this is one of the few titles I did. Ultimate Spider-Man number 18. 19. Variant of number 19 for the Mary Jane cover. 20. 21. 22. And 23. Waiting on 24 to come out. I don't think it has yet, though. Or at least I haven't noticed it hasn't. If it has. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, issue number 1. Couldn't say no to it. Variant. Miles, Peter Parker, and Spider-Man's son. This is Ultimate Spider-Man, so because that's his son, who is Venom in that universe. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion number 2. Number 3, variant. Number 4, variant. And number 5. Ultimate Endgame issue number 1. The issue we've all been waiting for, all news Venom issue number 9, J. Scott Campbell cover. Mary Jane breaks up with Paul. God, I hated Paul. Wish he died multiple times. I couldn't say no to a Venom 252 homage cover. And I just liked this picture when I first saw it previewed of this Venom. It was too cool to refuse. Had to buy it. Had to buy it even if, just had to buy it. Almost slipped out of my hand. That would have been bad for my books. This was a free comic book that was thrown in with a comic book I bought on eBay. Spectacular Spider-Man number 175. I didn't have it in my catalog, so I kept it. It's nice. high mid-grade book. Spider-Girl, issue number 1. Solo series Spider-Girl of Mak Awalu Akana. She was, I think, formerly a Bullseye protege kind of thing. I don't know. It was a number 1. I love Spider-Girl in general for a character, so I bought only this issue 1 because I wasn't going to buy the other books. I don't, guys. Anyway. Radioactive Spider-Man number 1. Number 2. And number 3. Have no idea what this storyline is about, but I look forward to finding out. My wife bought this one for me because my LCS owner had once started throwing books in my pull box to see if I'd like them. And my wife, not thinking, oh, well, better check to see if my husband wanted this book or not, bought every book in there that one day. So I have Gwenpool, issue number 2. Gwenpool stabbing, or no, dead Gwenpool stabbing another Gwenpool. I don't know. It's just confusing. I'll read the book, decide if I like it, and figure out if that one issue is worth keeping or not. Spider-Man versus Venom, Spider-Verse versus Venomverse, issue number 2. Number 3. Variant cover number 4. And number 5. Spider-Man Wolverine, issue number 2. I read the first issue and said no to the storyline. But this is a very cool cover between Spider-Man and Wolverine, and I just had to have it. Because it's an homage to Amazing Fantasy 15, I got What If Goofy Became Spider-Man. I flipped through this book. It's funny in a ha-ha kind of way. It was worth buying it. All right, I got 1776 variant. I bought this one because it reminds me of the Spider-Man President Obama covers, and so I had to have it. Probably my favorite. This is my favorite cover of the series. 1776, number 1, again variant. This is like Captain America, American Revolution homage variant. Hey, 90 MFC. Thank you. I appreciate it. I believe I've seen you on my channel before, but I can't recall. If I've forgotten you, I apologize. It's been way too long since I did a live video. But just very, very cool. This cover would have been my favorite had it not been foil. It's cool, but the foil just detracts a little bit from it, because this is another issue 1. He kind of looks like, this one was like Captain America in the American Revolution uniform. This one is General Washington dressed as, Captain America, with the executive eagle, like an eagle kind of thing. Captain America's like early shield. George Washington, American Revolution had this circle of stars on a blue field. That was like the commander-in-chief emblem flag kind of thing, because it represented he was the 13 colonies that he was leading the army of the Continental Army. So, I still might send this one off to be graded one day, but I'm not in any particular hurry because I am not overly in love with Venom. All good, brother. I was formerly known as 90 Miles from Comics way before you got shipped out. Good to see you. Well, again, thank you for coming. I appreciate it, guys. Make sure and hit that like button for me. And check out recently on my channel my top 25 comic books of 2025. It was a pretty cool book set, a lot of cool books, but because I spent half the year out of the country, I couldn't buy as many big books as I would have probably done. But let's just say the top 5 books are still pretty some sweet heaters. And finally, and I say finally, I'm not done yet. But again, it reminds me of the President Obama covers, Miles Morales and Ben Franklin. So, all right. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. We have half a short box left. If you can stick it out with me to the very end. All right. I enjoy. If you notice a lot of my books, sometimes you'll see themes with the comic books I buy. If there's a cool theme of history in books, I buy them. I particularly have been enjoying Redcoat, issue number 13 here. Cool variant cover. Number 14. Redcoat's a story about a British soldier who stumbled upon a secret Mason ritual in the war after he was a coward running away from the Battle of Trenton, I think. And he ended up falling into it and became immortal as a result of the ritual. Go lay down, puppies. Go lay down. Number 15. 15. What's his name? But something Peace. If I've drawn a link on the way. But it's written by Jeff Johns. This is a really good book. Number 16. I got Fantastic Four, issue number 532. Nothing special about this book except a scene between Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Girl where she's saying how much she really appreciates Mr. Fantastic's powers. For his certain set of skills, we'll say. All right. I love the Fantastic Four facsimiles. I got number 6. The key is obviously second Doom, second first team up with the Silver Age Submariner. Number 7, first Krago, again facsimile. Number 8, first Puppet Master, facsimile. Number 9, third appearance of the Silver Age Submariner, I believe, facsimile. Number 10, facsimile. Number 11, Origin of First Impossible Man, facsimile. Number 12, first Hulk Thing, facsimile battle. Number 49, facsimile, first full Galactus. Second appearance of Silver Surfer, facsimile. I need to send this book off to CBCS so I can get a book like this purchased graded from CBCS. Number 50. Don't know why I didn't buy 48. Well, Action Comics number 23. This is a facsimile of the first appearance of Lex Luthor. Wanted to get the first appearance of Lex Luthor. And the facsimile is there. Facsimile of the first Supergirl, Action Comics 252. What is it with 252 being great comic book key issues? Which book are you talking about? Warlord, are you talking about Action Comics number 23 or one of the other books? What is my wife saying? My wife's saying. Well, looks like I better wrap things up soon. My wife's telling me I should walk down to her job at Domino's when I get off work. Little does she know I'm already off. My son has a vehicle, but it's in the shop, as it were, and we're sharing our vehicles. We're sharing our vehicles, so right now I've been doing a lot of walking. Now I'm back, but I did walking for 8 months while I was in Camp Hovey. Superman Unlimited issue number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. There's been more that have come out since, I think, but I just decided I haven't even read it yet, the story yet, and just decided to stop wasting my money on that book, even if until I read more about it and decide if it's worth buying or not. Unlike this, series that I've read digitally in Korea since it came out, and before here, I've enjoyed it a lot. Absolute Superman number 12. I've enjoyed this version of Superman. Very fun. Number 11. Number 14. I do not know what happened to 13. I think I couldn't say no to Absolute Green Lantern number 7. I've only bought like 2 other issues of this beforehand, maybe 1. But because this cover reminded me of the multicolored lanterns in it, in normal Green Lantern, I bought it. All right, we are almost there. 2 more bundles, guys, I promise. Oh, yeah, I know you won. The one that you won from me for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I believe it was. So I don't think it was for 750. I think that book was for 1,000 that I gave away. Although I have regretted a little bit giving it away, Warlord. I've been seriously eyeballing that book in low grade just so I can get it back. Facsimile of Batman or Batman Harley Quinn. Origin and first appearance of Harley Quinn in the DC Universe. Batman 655, facsimile, first cameo of Damian Wayne. Batman 635, facsimile, first Red Hood, Jason Todd, facsimile. And facsimile of Batman or Detective Comics 880, the Jacques cover. My first experience with this cover was a poster in a tattoo shop. What is your guys' opinions? Comment down below if you've been here this long. What's your opinions on controversial covers or controversial comics? I like those controversial books. I have an ASM book where there was like hey, that's anti-Mormon, so we had to reissue that and give new patches on on like a race uniform or whatever. Hey, this Invincible Hulk comic had it showed like anti-Jewish window slur based on like a back. I think it was like a throwback to, oh, there's been hate before, or Holocaust kind of stuff. But this book, I love the cover, and I wanted a piece of this $10 controversial book just because it caused a stir. I don't support, I'm not supporting anything. I'm not supporting on one side or another. Everyone has the right to freedom of speech. your opinion is your opinion. No politics on this channel. But Red Hood #1, the controversial issue where the writer said something related to the Charlie Kirk shooting, and the series was canceled. So again, no politics involved here. I'm not supporting it. Murder is murder. It's wrong. But no opinions here. Just I like controversial books, and so a $10 key in that sense for a controversial book is just something cool to have, because controversial books are cool in general because they are that third rail that people don't like to touch. One World Under Doom, issue #5. I enjoyed this series. #6, had to get the J. Scott Campbell cover. #7, I believe this is #8, but I can't tell because the issue number's in the back, and this is just too cool of a color not to get. Issue #9, Doom was just badass. And I hope, and I've been enjoying The Will of Doom, issue #1. I enjoyed this throne room style book. All right. Last sack here, and then a couple more things to show you guys right here, then I'll let you go. So, Batman Deadpool crossover. I look forward to reading this. I had to have this and the partner one of Deadpool Batman. Obviously, the homage to Incredible Hulk 377, I believe, somewhere in there. Here's a book. Here's a book for Warlord, for you, Warlord. Tell me if you read this book. Batman Static Beyond, issue 1, and issue 2. If Batman Beyond was a staple of the 90s growing up, loving it, so was Static Shock. Those are probably my two favorite. Honestly, if I had to pick a favorite Black African-American superhero, it wouldn't be John Stewart. It would be Static Shock. I just like him all. I just love him. Savage Dragon 277. These are a couple of supernatural books. These are this is my wife's cover. She met this actor, got a picture with him. This is in case she ever meets them in person. Again, she can have them sign this book. I had 2 copies of this one for her and one for me. I swore I bought issue #2, but I can't find it. But issue #3, issue #4. I wanted to just buy a few of those so I can read it and see if I like the storyline, and if not, continue it. Just one. For it. Okay, that's cool. I understand. I mean, I read it and I was hoping for more of a wow factor. It wasn't there, but I still enjoyed it. I can only show so much of this book, but once in a while you just like, this is Alien Armageddon, issue 3. And I bought it because I'm a guy. Sue me, please. I just said, you know what? It's $4. I wasn't buying new mini books that particular week, and couldn't say no to a little bit of U.S. military in the ballpark. It's based on it's can't tell if it's I don't know if it's Army. I think it's based on Army aviation back in the World War II when the Air Force was actually part of the Army. But there's a sexy girl on the cover, military themed and all that. I just said, you know what? You only live once. Why not? And another J. Scott Campbell. This one has strategically placed bubbles, so I don't think I have to blur it. Pop Kill, issue number 4. Again, J. Scott Campbell. Bring On the Bad Guys, Red Skull, number 1. And the last 2 books. This book made my top 25 book last year list. Smallville, season 11, issue number 1. This is the, if you've seen Smallville, the TV show, the very last episode of the series, you'll see the actress who plays Chloe Sullivan reading to her son a bedtime story comic book. This is the comic book she's reading of the origin of Superman. And I originally got this book years ago as like a gift, you know, and because the person said, I saw this and said, this is Mystery Comics on the cover. I had to get it for you. Smallville, season 11, issue number 9. Superman, Clark Kent, Impulse, a.k.a. Flash, Bart Allen. So just especially back in the day, Impulse seriously looked like, I mean, even now, you can. I still say there's a similarity. It's fun. All right. So now to wrap it up, because I really need to get going. Answer my wife. I bought a couple of omnibuses while I was there. I couldn't say no to a couple of omnibuses. I got Spider-Man omnibus, volume 2. This is the brand new day, you know, part of Spider-Man's history, based on ASM 584 to 611, annual 36, Spider-Man Extra number 3, Spider-Man Presents Jackpot, Amazing Spider-Man Family 6-7, Web of Spider-Man number 1. Just a bunch of cool books there. You know, get a bunch of them. Very cool. I opted for the this cover because it was, you know, again, J. Scott Campbell. The first omnibus that I bought while I was away was Spider-Man Omnibus, The Gang War. All the book comics related to Spider-Man and the Gang War. I really enjoyed this storyline, this big old New York City all-out brawl. There was no deep, meaningful storyline or anything. Nothing like, oh my God, this is a Nothing Can Stop the Juggernaut classic. That's you know story, or Spider-Man throwing off the rubble and freeing himself storyline. I mean, this is not a we're going to remember 50 years from now as a great storyline, but it was just an all-out knockout, draw-out brawl that I just loved, you know, for the sake of two guys punching each other kind of a thing. And I had to have it. So, and then last but not least, Spider-Man Omnibus, Volume 2. This is a Spider-Man by David McElhinney and Mark Bagley. So I guess this is part of all their books. This is Maximum Carnage is just beginning. It shows like all of them from them that they did, from Amazing Spider-Man something to all 6 issues of Lethal Protector, Unlimited Spider-Man Unlimited #1, just all those Spider-Man related books. So this is on cover B. So that's all I got to show you for you guys. Almost an hour. And honestly, I have a few more Spider-Man related things I could show you guys, but maybe I'll just show you at a different time. Or maybe not, because it's things like a Spider-Man Beanie Baby kind of a thing. You know, every time my wife saw something Spider-Man related that she saw while I was gone and made her think of me, she bought me like a dozen Spider-Man related gifts, that she gave me when I got back, just because they reminded her of me. Anyway, thank you. If you watched all the way to the end, you're amazing. Hell, Warlord, if you're still there, because I see I have one viewer so far right now. If you're still here, Warlord, you're amazing, and I deeply appreciate it for hanging out with me. Steven Spock, looks like it's you then. So either way, Warlord, Steven Spock, everyone who's been on here at one time or another, I appreciate it. Especially one who made it all the way to the end here. Deeply appreciate it. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I look forward to this weekend of relaxing and more organizing, because I still have a lot to do to organize and sort out 8 months of I have not been here. I've not been home before my life is back to normal. So I'll see you guys later. Happy collecting, and check out my top 25 comic books of 2025. It should be on the top of my channel if you go there. It's definitely a cool video. You definitely won't regret watching it. Take care, everyone. Happy collecting. See you next time.